So I grew up on a farm in western Illinois. I was the oldest of 5 children, and my grandmother was a school teacher, but she was also a frustrated writer. She had written a few things and had some things published, so she was always pushing me, and I think that was a big foundation for becoming a writer. I grew up wanting to be a farmer. I never wanted, that was the dream. FFA, 4-H was a big part of my early development. I showed sheep. That was my big thing. Upon graduation from high school, I got accepted into the College of Agriculture at the University of Illinois and graduated with an ag communications degree with an editorial emphasis. And so it was a big move after the University of Illinois. You have to find a job. Prairie Farmer magazine had an opening for a field editor. Women had been editors, but there weren't many in the ag field of things. So I applied, they hired me, and I was pretty thrilled to get that job. Jim Lilly was the managing editor at that time. Jim Thompson was the editor. And Jim Thompson had not been involved in my interview. So I remember walking into his office and he looked at me and he said, "You won't last 2 weeks." And it was an interesting time because it really was the beginning of women starting in that, on the ag side of things. I was there for about 6.5 years doing everything kind of multi-purpose writing, and I remember shooting my first covers and things like that. And also that's when I went to my first AAEA meetings. Then I needed to move. I'd gotten married and was expecting my first child. So at the time I'd gone to an AAEA meeting and bumped into Earl Ainsworth with Farm Journal Media. We sat down and talked. Our family's getting started, and I'm going to be moving, and he says, "Great, you can do it all." And he offered me a contract, and that really opened up a new world of writing for a national audience. In 2012, I had the opportunity to interview for the crops position at DTN and Progressive Farmer magazine, mostly focused heavily on crops and agronomy, but moved to more of a balancing news, daily deadlines with also then monthly magazine deadlines. I have enjoyed that challenge. During my Farm Journal days, I was involved on the board with AAEA and enjoyed that opportunity immensely. Made some, again, great friends. This is a small network of people that, we're in a big industry, but we're competitors, but we're still friends. I've benefited from every connection I've ever made with this organization. The thing that I've always appreciated about this profession is that it's portable. More so today than ever. I was able to juggle a family and a profession and never be without a deadline. If you want something, just keep your head down, keep working at it, and don't let anyone tell you no, because there's always someone out there that's going to say you won't last 2 weeks. At the end of August, we'll be retiring from DTN Progressive Farmer as a full-time staff member, but hope I still get to get out in the field because that's my favorite part of this job. There are a lot of people who have helped along the way, and I'd like to thank the Ag Communicators Network for this Lifetime Achievement Award. It means a lot to me. And everyone who nominated me for it and supported me in that nomination. Also, I can't go without thanking all the farmers, the many farmers and people in the sources. We're nothing without the sources that help us do our job every day. And then there's my family, my husband Jay, and my 2 sons, Cole and Miles Henderson. I went into this business because I loved farming and agriculture, and very proud that they're both involved in the grain industry. I have many people that I love their writing, but poet Mary Oliver is one of my favorites. So she has a passage that is the instructions for living a life. Pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it. And as an editor, I feel like I get a little bit of opportunity, and I would say, don't just tell about it, write about it.